Nashua is a city in Hillsborough County, New Hampshire, United States. As of the 2010 census, Nashua had a total population of 86,494, making it the second largest city in the state after Manchester. Built around the now-departed textile industry, in recent decades it has been swept up in southern New Hampshire's economic expansion as part of the Boston region. Nashua was twice named Best Place to Live in America in annual surveys by Money magazine. It is the only city to get the #1 ranking on 2 occasions, in 1987 and 1997. History. The area was part of a 200-square-mile tract of land in Massachusetts called Dunstable, which had been awarded to Edward Tyng of Dunstable, England. Nashua lies approximately in the center of the original 1673 grant. The previously disputed boundary between Massachusetts and New Hampshire was fixed in 1741 when the governorships of the two provinces were separated. As a consequence, the township of Dunstable was divided in two. Tyngsborough and some of Dunstable remained in Massachusetts, while Dunstable, New Hampshire, was incorporated in 1746 from the northern section of the town. Located at the confluence of the Nashua and Merrimack rivers, Dunstable was first settled about 1655 as a fur trading town. Like many 19th-century riverfront New England communities, it would be developed during the Industrial Revolution with textile mills operated from water power. By 1836, the Nashua Manufacturing Company had built 3 cotton mills which produced 9.3 million yards of cloth annually on 710 looms. On December 31, 1836, the New Hampshire half of Dunstable was renamed Nashua, after the Nashua River, by a declaration of the New Hampshire legislature. The Nashua River was named by the Nashua Indians, and in the Pennacook language it means beautiful stream with a pebbly bottom, with an alternative meaning of land between two rivers. In 1842 the town split again in two for 11 years following a dispute between the area north of the Nashua, and the area south of the river. During that time the northern area called itself Nashville, while the southern part kept the name Nashua. They reconciled in 1853 and joined together to charter the city of Nashua. 6 railroad lines crossed the mill town, namely the Boston, Lowell and Nashua, Worcester and Nashua, Nashua and Acton, Nashua and Wilton, Concord and Nashua, and Rochester railroads. With 56 trains entering and departing daily in the years before the Civil War. These various railroads led to all sections of the country, north, east, south, and west. The Jackson Manufacturing Company employed hundreds of workers in the 1870s. Like the rival Muskegon Manufacturing Company upriver in Manchester, the Nashua mills prospered until about World War I, after which a slow decline set in. Water power was replaced with newer forms of energy to run factories. Cotton could be manufactured into fabric where it grew, saving transportation costs. The textile business started moving to the south during the Great Depression, with the last mill closing in 1949. Many citizens were left unemployed. But then Sanders Associates, a newly created defense firm that is now part of BAE Systems, moved into one of the closed mills and launched the city's rebirth. Besides being credited with reviving the city's flagging economy, Sanders Associates also played a key role in the development of the home video game console market. Ralph H. Baer, an employee of Sanders, developed what would become the Magnavox Odyssey, the first commercial home video game system. Sam Tamposi is credited with much of the city's revival. The arrival of Digital Equipment Corporation in the 1970s made the city part of the Boston area high-tech corridor. Geography. Nashua is located at 42°45 euro squared 04 euro cubed n 71°28 euro squared 51 euro cubed w. According to the United States Census Bureau, the city has a total area of 31.9 square miles, of which 30.8 square miles is land and 1.0 square mile is water, comprising 3.25% of the city. The eastern boundary of Nashua is formed by the Merrimack River, and the city is drained by the Nashua River and Salmon Brook, tributaries of the Merrimack. The Nashua River roughly bisects the city. The highest point in Nashua is Gilboa Hill in the southern part of the city. at 426 feet above sea level. Neighboring cities and towns. The city is bordered on the east by the Merrimack River, across which lies the town of Hudson, New Hampshire. Climate. Nashua has a four-season humid continental climate, with long, cold, snowy winters, and very warm and somewhat humid summers. Spring and autumn in between are relatively brief transitions. The monthly daily average temperature ranges from 22.7 degrees Fahrenheit in January to 70.9 degrees Fahrenheit in July. On average, there are 9.4 days of 90 degrees Fahrenheit plus highs and 8.7 days of sub-0 degree Fahrenheit lows. Precipitation is well spread throughout the year, though winter is the driest. Snowfall, the heaviest of which is typically delivered through nor'easters, averages around 55 inches per season, but can vary widely from year to year. Demographics. As of the census of 2010, there were 86,494 people, 35,044 households, and 21,876 families residing in the city. The population density was 2,719.9 people per square mile. There were 37,168 housing units at an average density of 1,202.8 per square mile. The racial makeup of the city was 83.4% white, 2.7% African American, 0.3% Native American, 6.5% Asian, 0.03% Pacific Islander, 4.6% from some other race, and 2.5% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 9.8% of the population. There were 35,044 households, out of which 28.7% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 45.9% were married couples living together, 11.6% had a female householder with no husband present, and 37.6% were non-families. 29.4% of all households were made up of individuals, and 9.6% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.42 and the average family size was 3.01. In the city, the population was spread out, with 22.1% under the age of 18, 9.3% from 18 to 24, 28.0% from 25 to 44, 27.8% from 45 to 64, and 12.7% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 38.5 years. For every 100 females there were 97.3 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 95.8 males. In 2011, the estimated median income for a household in the city was $60,923, and the median income for a family was $76,612. Male full-time workers had a median income of $60,365 versus $43,212 for females. The per capita income for the city was $30,937. About 4.6% of families and 9.3% of the population were below the poverty line, including 11.4% of those under age 18 and 5.9% of those age 65 or over. Government. The city's government is headed by a mayor and 15 aldermen, 6 at-large aldermen elected 3 at a time every 4 years, and 9 ward aldermen, 1 for each ward in the city, elected every 2 years. In the New Hampshire General Court, Nashua is represented in the House by Hillsborough County's 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th and 26th districts, and in the Senate by District 12 and District 13. Economy. Nashua's downtown is a regional commercial, entertainment, and dining destination. Recent plans have incorporated the Nashua River into the design of a pedestrian-friendly walkway. The Nashua River Walk is a large, public-private venture funded through the use of tax increment financing. The large commercial districts located on Amherst Street and Daniel Webster Highway are shopping havens, with the one at Daniel Webster Highway, including the Pheasant Lane Mall, attracting many people from Massachusetts taking advantage of the non-existence of sales tax in New Hampshire. The city is home to a number of technical firms, including Nashua Corporation, which took its name from the city and river. Nashua Corporation was a leading producer of floppy disks through the early 1990s, making the Nashua name well known in the world of personal computers. Defense contractor BAE Systems, computer firm Hewlett-Packard, Dell, and software company Oracle Corporation are the largest representatives of the high-tech industry prominent in the region. The Boston Air Route Traffic Control Center is located in Nashua. The city is in the process of building what many locals call the Broad Street Parkway, a major highway development that will connect Nashua's Welcome Center off Exit 6 to the city's downtown area, with the goal of easing traffic congestion and opening up Nashua's Old Mill Yard as part of the city's economic development. Work on the project is expected to start in May 2011 and be completed by 2014. The new parkway will provide a third crossing of the Nashua River, and a way for traffic to avoid Library Hill, a busy downtown intersection. The idea of a road connecting Broad Street with Hollis Street within the city has been discussed since the 1960s. The city is currently working with Renaissance Downtowns, a Plainville, New York development company, to develop a mixed commercial and residential development on 26 acres of city and privately owned land off Bridge Street. A riverfront location and proximity to downtown have made the site attractive to developers. The property is 1 or 2 miles from Main Street and lies along the Nashua and Merrimack Rivers near Veterans Memorial Bridge, the eastern gateway to the city. Transportation. The Everett Turnpike is the major highway running through the city. U.S. Route 3 follows the turnpike from the Massachusetts border north to exit 7E, where it branches to the northeast along the 2-lane Henri A. Burke Highway to Concord Street and then heads north into the town of Merrimack. Nashua Airport, a general aviation facility, is in the city's northwest corner. The nearest airports with scheduled airline service are Manchester Boston Regional Airport in Manchester and Logan International Airport in Boston. Public transportation is provided by the Nashua Transit System, which runs a bus line. Efforts are being made to extend the Massachusetts Bay Transportation Authority's commuter rail Lowell line from Lowell to Nashua. The state legislature created the New Hampshire Rail Transit Authority in 2007 with the goal of overseeing the development of commuter rail in the state. Currently, proposed commuter rail stops include Nashua, Manchester, and Concord. Maps of the Nashua area often show a stretch of freeway forming a circumferential highway through Nashua and the neighboring town of Hudson. Only a small section of the south end of this highway has been built, and it is unclear whether the highway will ever be completed. If finished, the Nashua-Hudson Circumferential Highway would be part of the Everett Turnpike, and would rejoin the main line highway at a hypothetical exit 9 in northern Nashua. Boston Express, a subsidiary of Concord Trailways, operates a Nashua-Boston bus line that runs out of the Nashua Transit Center off Exit 8 on the Everett Turnpike. This line transports passengers to South Station and Logan International Airport in Boston. Historically, Nashua was a hub for the trolley system in New Hampshire. Trolleys could be taken south to Boston, as well as north into Manchester and to locations as far east as Hampton, New Hampshire. The trolley also connected different areas of the city, with the Nashua line ending at the City Dance Hall. The trolley system decreased in popularity in the 20th century, finally closing in 1932. Media. The city has a daily newspaper, the Nashua Telegraph, which is printed in neighboring Hudson, New Hampshire. Nashua also has 2 weekly newspapers, the Broadcaster and the Hippo. AOL's Patch Media has a local news site in the city, Nashua Patch. Nashua radio stations include WGHM 900 AM, Talk WSMN 1590 AM, back on the air after going dark in January 2005, and 106.3 WFNQ, a classic hit station owned by Nassau Broadcasting Partners. WEVS 88.3 and 90.3 serve as the stations for New Hampshire Public Radio. One television station is licensed to Nashua. WYCN-CD, an ATSC television station branded as WYCN-TV 13, is owned and operated as an independent channel by OTA Broadcasting LLC of Fairfax, VA. The programming on WICNCD is free over-the-air virtual channels 13.1 and 13.2 of entertainment with a mix of regional information. The City of Nashua also provides 3 channels of PEG access television. Nashua Government TV can be found on Comcast Cable Channel 16, and Nashua ETV can be found on Channel 99. The City of Nashua also contracts out the operation of its public access channel to Community Media Services Group. Access Nashua can be found on Comcast Cable Channel 96. All 3 Nashua PEG access channels also stream their content and offer video on demand through the City of Nashua website. Education. In the 2000 U.S. Census, 22,700 residents over age 3 were enrolled in a Nashua educational institution, approximately a fourth of the city. Secondary schools public. In 2004, Nashua's public high school was split into Nashua High School South and a new Nashua High School North off Broad Street. Before Nashua High School opened in 1976, what is now Elm Street Middle School was the city's high school. With the new high school opening in 1976, the old high school became Elm Street Junior High School. In 2004, the school became Elm Street Middle School. After a citywide reorganization of grades, Nashua's elementary schools went from K-1-6 to K-1-5, and junior high schools serving grades 7 to 9 were replaced by middle schools serving grades 6 to 8. Elm Street is still commonly referred to as Elm St. Junior High by many city residents and officials. Private, Bishop Girton High School, a co-educational Catholic high school, public charter school, Academy for Science and Design. Middle schools Public, Elm Street Middle School, Fairgrounds Middle School, Pennachuck Middle School, private Nashua Catholic Junior High School. Colleges Nashua is not considered a college town compared to locales such as Durham or Keene, New Hampshire, but as of 2006 the city has 5,000 students enrolled at 6 colleges: Daniel Webster College, Nashua Community College, Rivier University, Southern New Hampshire University Nashua Campus, Franklin Pierce University Nashua Campus, and Granite State College, which in 2012 opened a co-location on the campus of Nashua Community College, expanding public higher education opportunities for the region. Sports. Nashua has had a series of professional baseball teams. The Nashua Silver Knights, part of a summer collegiate league, is the city's current team. The Nashua Pride, a Canna minor league baseball team, played at Holman Stadium from 1998 through 2008, then changed to the American Defenders of New Hampshire in the 2009 season. The Defenders were evicted from the venue in August 2009, however, because of non-payment of rent, and moved to Pittsfield, Massachusetts to become the Pittsfield Colonials. Before the Pride, Holman was the home stadium for the independent Nashua Hawks, the AA Nashua Pirates, the AA Nashua Angels, and the A Nashua Dodgers, the first racially integrated professional baseball team in the 20th century. In collegiate sports, Nashua is home to the Daniel Webster College Eagles, who compete in the New England Collegiate Conference, and the Rivier University Raiders, who compete in the Great Northeast Athletic Conference. The Spartans Drum and Bugle Corps is based in Nashua. Notable people. Popular culture. A few episodes of TV show The Office were set in a fictional Nashua branch of Dunder Mifflin. An episode of MTV's Made was filmed in 2004 at Nashua High School North. In an episode of the second season of The West Wing, In the Shadow of Two Gunmen, Part 2, during a flashback Josh Lyman visits a town hall meeting in Nashua to see a candidate he could support. The candidate turns out to be Josiah Bartlett, the next president of the United States. In Good Will Hunting, Matt Damon's character Will Hunting says, "I want to move up to Nashua, get a nice little spread, get some sheep and tend to them," to Robin Williams' character Sean. See also, Mine Falls Park, Nashua River Rail Trail. References. External links: City of Nashua official website, nashuahistory.com, Nashua Historical Society, images of Nashua Historical Society, Nashua Public Library, Nashua Regional Planning Commission, New Hampshire Economic and Labor Market Information Bureau profile, images of Elm Street Middle School, formerly Nashua High School, images of Fairgrounds Elementary School, images of Mount Pleasant Elementary School, images of Nashua Regional Catholic Junior High School, formerly Mount St. Maya Unregistered Trademark S High School for Young Women, images of Infant Jesus School, Infant Jesus Church and related buildings, images of historic Holman Stadium,